Welcome, Sagittarius, to your August reading for 2020. This message is timeless, so if you're checking this out in the past, by all means, this message could very well be for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel, liking the videos and all that stuff. I want to send a whole bunch of love to those who have gained personal readings from us. Who is us? That's my beautiful twin flame, Divine Masculine, Brooke from Empress of Duality. Check out her YouTube channel as well. Now, we've successfully completed the mentorship program, round 1, and we're taking some time off to do some tweaks to the program, kind of open it up a bit and expand it a little here and there to cater to the needs of your growth, right? So keep an eye on those things. We have a website out as well that usually has all the information that you need for our services, right? So check that out. That's northerncomforttarot.com. Aside from that, I cleared the space and invited your higher selves in to help out here. So with that, I am going to get into this reading, Sagittarius. Feeling pulled to read for love for you guys, so I'm going to drop some love cards on the situation as we get into it. And I'm going to bring up the split screen so you guys can take a look. Trust. It's a big thing in relationships. Trust. I'm going to grab 3 cards from this, and then I'm going to go into the tarot for you. There we go. 2 cards is past life relationship and chemistry. Now the chemistry card was in the reverse. I'm just going to put it there as a note. And the bottom of the deck is stay optimistic about your love life. So with that, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. And chemistry, there is a strong magnetic attraction here. Now, chemistry in reverse can also reveal unrequited love, but we'll get into it. We'll take a look. Let's see here. Sagittarius, August 2020. Messages for Sagittarius. I'm using the After Tarot deck that I got from my brother, Ramblin' Mike. He likes to cut cards up so they're nice and easy to work with. And thank you, brother, for gifting me these cards. They're absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, 2 more cards. Wow, there we go. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Cups, sorry, with the Lovers in reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles with the 6 of Cups in reverse as well. So that's a kind of neat bottom of the deck. I also see Temperance there, but okay, so maybe you haven't received the offers of love that you've been looking for, right? And you're in this dire situation that you know, like, I'm losing my soulmate or I'm losing my twin and I don't know what to do. You're kind of feeling not so optimistic, right? Well, I know our services that we provide, we can give you the insight through the mentorship to guide you along through your journey towards reunion. If you're interested in that, I'd check it out. But let's see here. Looks like you've been trusting. Okay, and you have been doing the work, but you've been waiting for quite a bit, and it's starting to get kind of testy, right? There was a period on my journey that, you know, it was just too long. You know, it didn't feel right within me to wait any longer. And some people wait a long ass time. I've heard of people waiting for 10 years, you know, to hear back from their Divine Masculine. And that can be pretty painful, right? But you have to kind of see, or you have to kind of weigh out the option and say, well, maybe I need some help with this. That's what we do. And I don't mean to be plugging what we do, but that's what we do, right? Sometimes you need help with your situation. And this person here is is bringing them the nourishment they need, right? To see things from a different perspective with a hangman in the upright. This is the after tarot. I just felt called to use these two both. So when you're dealing with a past life relationship, you have known each other before, right? Past life relationships can bring up all kinds of past life hurts, the things that you struggled with in past lives, and even in the hurts in this life, really, right? These hurts with the Queen of Cups, she usually in the tarot, her cup has a lid over top of it, right? That's holding back from her emotions, or not necessarily diving into them and keeping her heart kind of closed off. This one here, she's opening up the cup. She's taking the lid off the cup. I'll even show you this card. She's taking the lid off the cup, and she sat the lid on her knee, and she's taking eat. You can see here, she's eating the fish, the abundance within the cup, right? She's really allowing her emotions to nourish her. Good, bad, right, or wrong, all emotions are meant to show us, to guide us to the truth, right? To guide us to that love that we desire, the love that really nourishes us, right? They're giving each other a hug and they're holding each other. And that's nourishment with regarding love. These emotions, really what we do in like the mentorship program is we guide you towards those emotions, to really feel them out, to experience them. There's a point where we have a chart that brings out the guidance you need towards that speak directly towards the emotions that you are experiencing, right? And guiding you through the waters to navigate, how or why these emotions are here and how they need to be experienced in order to release you from those loops, right? And it seems like there is a loop here. Now, they want you to know that the chemistry that you have between you two, yes, is strong, but in order to empower yourself, you have to come into balance. When we're on a journey similar to the one that me and Brooke have been in, it's so easily to take things personally, right? And when you take things personally, it can knock you out of balance and into a state of distress. You really are taking more of your energy and placing it, or empowering your mind space. And I'm gonna pull a clarifying card just for this. Yeah, and that's, it seems to be tempting you towards being more in the mind and less in the heart space, right? The heart is what's going to empower you to release the fears. I've got the 7 of Swords, right? To release the fears, release the binds, the things that are holding you back, and to truly see, with clarity, what you need to do in order to be victorious. The balance that they're talking about here is in that mind space with the devil in reverse, really being able to conquer it with love. Okay, I've been thinking through these things and it's not really getting me anywhere. And I'm really searching for justice in this situation, for clarity with the King of Swords, right? But it doesn't seem to be coming, and that's because we're too much in the mind and not enough in the heart. Like that Queen of Cups. That Queen of Cups, those hurts, right? The pains that you've been experiencing through this journey are really what guide us. The triggers especially are just there's so much to be gained when we're triggered or when we're faced with this impossibility. They're saying this is impossible for me to get through. I don't see anything that's going to help me, or I can't tell heads for tails with how to get through this, you know. And it is a painful experience. It can be very painful, but there's no need for that. Now I'm going to get some guidance from these guys. All right, so 9 of Cups right off the bat in reverse with the Moon card. That's shadows and stuff. And then the 10 of Cups in reverse. What is the clarity in that? 9 of Cups in reverse, that's wishes fulfilled, but not just wishes fulfilled. That's your desires, your passionate wishes that you want to unfold on your journey, right? There needs to be some movement with regards to that. And really, it's taking the focus off of this relationship that's going to help. That's something we teach in the mentorship as well. And they want me to say, you know, if you're not too certain about the mentorship program, you can purchase a Journey to Your Weighted Fate session. It's pretty much one of the sessions that we'd include throughout the process of the mentorship session, right? But we guide you through. We first take stock, right? And then we show you the initial steps, the first things that you have to do, or that we invite you to do, right? Because we can't really make you do these things at all. That has to be a personal choice to say, you know, this resonates with me, and I think you're right. This is where I should start. With the Chariot and the King of Wands in reverse. So moving towards things that you're passionate about, redirecting your thoughts off the relationship and moving towards living your best life is what's being called for you guys, Sagittarius. Now, there is shadow work to be done from a loving place with the 2 of Cups there. There is great love for you to be had, but first there are things within you that are holding you back from great love. Receiving great love. The 3 of Wands in reverse, right? 3 of Wands is calling your ships in. 3 of Wands in reverse is not allowing these things to come to you, but disallowing, right? There is judgment to be had, but there's some steps that need to be taken beforehand, and that's the soul work within divine relationships is really going within. And truly feeling out those pains that we've experienced in past relationships, let's say, that really hurt you. You know, we're the only ones that can allow ourselves to feel emotions. We're the only ones that can allow ourselves to spin out and dive into them. Now, if it's constructive spinning out, then that's okay, you know. Because we're diving in with the conscious awareness that we're doing this for a purpose, and it's to really get to the root of the cause of why we're stuck in these loops, right? And that's really to establish healthy boundaries instead of boundaries that are holding you back from moving forward in your life from that 6 of Cups, basically. So the 10 of Cups in reverse, that's wishes fulfilled with regards to family and home and security and all those things external from you that you want to rein in, right? 9 of Cups in reverse is really that inward feeling of happiness and joy and living out your own personal fulfillment. 10 of Cups is calling in that external after you've done the internal, loving on yourself, you know, taking stock of where you are in this journey and saying, you know what, I am exactly where I need to be. I'm at peace with that. And the 10 of Cups can be turned to the upright when you finally come into balance, saying that these aren't happening to me, they're happening for me, these situations that have been occurring, right? putting aside the divine connection for now and really turning into self, right? And then gaining the power once you see that, okay, I've stepped into balance. I've loved on myself. I've done the soul work that's needed to get to a place where now I can start calling in this 10 of Cups energy. I feel empowered because when I'm triggered, I know that it's going to be all right. I know that the triggers are my biggest allies, and I need to start intuitively gaining or allowing the insight to come to me from my core being, and trusting my gut when it comes to this is fulfilling. Seeing clearly, not from what others may say, but seeing clearly from within, right? That intuitive sense is really going to hone things in with you. And then the Death card in reverse is there's going to be transformation. You're going to see transformation. You're going to see the things that aren't serving you in this life, on this road, in this life, and that release, right? So the Hermit card, to clarify that, is in reverse as well, right? Coming out of your shell, coming out and starting to trust that I am perfectly aligned to those things that I'm trying to call in, or that I am calling in. Fuck trying, I am calling in. I'm perfectly aligned to those things. I am trusting my gut, my intuition, to ensure that everything that I see before me is only a gift and not, and there is nothing that, may even be a blow to the gut that is holding me back. It's only being opened up to new perspectives, to new opportunities. And that's really where you're going to find that divine level come in. It may not look like that at first, right? Stay optimistic about your love life, and it may not look like it's coming very soon, but those things, look, you deserve love, right? And you need to allow yourself and allow spirit the opportunity to bring those things to you, right? That Three of Wands. And those blockages, those shadows that you're holding, that holds you, your head underwater even, to a point where you can't breathe. Your emotions are trying to tell you something. They're trying to give you the guidance that you need to move out of those situations. But you have to be willing to listen to your heart and to listen to your gut and to listen to those triggers and those emotions and to show you, to guide you out of those situations. So that's what we do. We help you through those and we guide you through those. You can check that out on the website, northerncomforttarot.com. And that is the message we have for you. Now, I'll give you a closing card because, Sagittarius, I hold you deeply to my heart. Closing card. Have confidence at the bottom of the deck. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, or Spirit, along with knowing that Spirit works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we may buoy your courage and faith. Beautiful card. And then fresh air. Sometimes all this stuff can get a little heavy. And what Spirit's calling you to do is, if you're feeling drained or need rejuvenation, the best thing is fresh air. The best thing is to put this aside, put all of this aside, and then just let go. Say, I am not going to worry about this for a day, for a few days, for a week even. What's a week, really? And get out, enjoy a retreat, go off to, a cottage or spend time in nature as much as you can, just to get out of that energy that you've been stuck in right? And redirect. Say, I'm going to be carefree for a bit. How's that? You know? And I'm just going to allow myself some time and space to just release. And release in this moment can bring you back to a place of balance where you feel centered, and where you can begin to grow. It's a bit of an honoring yourself. And Spirit gives us all kinds of ways that we can, refresh and rejuvenate ourselves. A retreat, swimming, just doing something out of the ordinary that you wouldn't really do. Maybe even, embracing your inner child. The ones that, tend to hold our hurts close to us, where the soul work is really deep and immense, right? To heal those things. So maybe just playing with your inner child and saying, well, let's just go out and do something that I would have done when I was a kid. If that means getting on a merry-go-round or going to a theme park or what have you, do those things, or even going out to get an ice cream or popsicle. Sounds childish, but that's what's really craving for attention, is that inner child within. And that inner child is going to turn you around back to your heart center and living out a life from your heart instead of your mind, and those pains and those worries that come up. So that is your reading, Sagittarius. Be playful, allow yourself to flirt, allow yourself to, be engaged in the moment, because the moment is where it's at. I love you guys so much. Take care. Namaste.